Tiffany Haddish gets real about using her aggressive flirting style as a defense mechanism. Tiffany Haddish is getting candid about taking control of her life, her career and her relationships. The Girls Trip star recently sat down for an interview with Glamour, and as is the case with many interviews Haddish gives, the outspoken comic actress didn't hold back when it came to addressing her own brash persona. Addressing the high-profile allegations of sexual misconduct leveled at a slew of high-powered Hollywood executives in recent months, Haddish said she's experienced that kind of behavior firsthand. "I've had experiences where directors or producers are like, 'You want this job?'" Haddish said, emphasizing the lascivious implications of that infamously sleazy question. However, the comic said she doesn't stand for it for a minute. "I might get real bossy and say, 'First off, don't nobody want to see your little dirk,'" Haddish said. "I get loud, all that." Through her comedy and the stories she has shared during talk show interviews, Haddish has cultivated a reputation for being upfront and provocative when it comes to her dating life. However, she said that her bold exterior is something of a shield she developed after growing up in foster care, and being the victim of rape when she was 17. As a 38-year-old woman, Haddish said she's learned to forge her brazen personality into a powerful armor. "I notice that men are afraid of women that are aggressive. So to protect myself I become semi-aggressive," she shared. "You hear about Tiffany always hitting on somebody, but that's to keep them from hitting on me. The comic is twice divorced from ex William Stewart, whom she last split with in 2013, and is currently embroiled in a lawsuit he filed claiming she defamed him in her recent memoir, The Last Black Unicorn, when she accused him of physically abusing her, a claim he denies. However, when it comes to whether or not she's currently looking to spark a romance with any new man, Haddish said it's not something she can make room for in her life. "I don't really have time. And I've had enough somebodies," she says. "I done ran through 38 dudes, okay? Body count, yeah. Mine is 38. Write it down. Let them know. I've had 38 experiences." Haddish certainly has enough projects on her plate to monopolize her attention entirely. The actress' most recent project, Uncle Drew, is currently in theaters while she prepares for the release of her next 3 films coming out this year, including Night School, The Oath and Nobody's Fool. Haddish told Glamour that her career inspiration has, in recent years, been Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who has appeared on Forbes magazine's list of Hollywood's highest-earning celebrities for the last 2 years. "I've been studying him a lot on YouTube and stuff. I'm like, if he can make $65 million, I can make $65 million too," she says. "I want to get on that Forbes magazine, not for the money, but to be an example to other foster youths that it don't matter how low from the bottom you are, you can always rise to the top if you believe in yourself." Haddish also dished on how her impressive, meteoric rise to fame over the last year has given her opportunities that she had only ever dreamed about, and she's been able to use her success to give back to those she loves the most. "I got my mom out of the mental institution, like I said I would, in December, and I got her an apartment with my sister and a nurse that comes to her," Haddish said of her mom, who suffered life-altering brain damage in a car accident when Haddish was a child, which triggered mental illness and abusive behavior that the actress detailed in her memoir. "I ain't never said this out loud, but I want to be able to give every one of my siblings $1 million to create whatever they want to do," Haddish continued. "That's $4 million that I don't need." Haddish covers Glamour's September issue, which hits newsstands July 31st. Earlier this month, Haddish chatted with ET's Courtney Tazzano at an Evening with Tiffany Haddish for Hollywood Confidential's panel series at the Saban Theater in Beverly Hills, California, and she admitted she wouldn't shut out the idea of getting remarried at some point in the future, provided her theoretical new man met some basic qualifications. "If he got better credit and he a good man," Haddish explained with a laugh. The actress also dished on whether or not she'd be down to have a baby with Leonardo DiCaprio. Check out the video below to hear more from the celebrated star.